Hi, my name is Denise Young, educational specialist, life skills coach, and mental health counselor. Um, I really want to do a video on teens and some of the things that we do when working with teens. Um, I've been hearing parents talk about um, how to deal with a teen that is transitioning out of high school but does not know what they want to do in life yet, and maybe has a job, but they are trying to teach them some responsibility. And this is like a subject that is kind of dear to heart, but also too um, mind blowing, because one thing that I have found out in living is that when you think that you are alone, you're not. If you have a problem, it's probably 10 other people that are having that same problem. So when someone asks me to do a video about talking about how to deal with teens transitioning from teenager to adulthood, but they really don't know what they want to do and they're still living at the house, they're still living at home. So I wanted to just give a few tips and not just talk about ways you can transition your child out of the household, or maybe start building some kind of character, I guess, in your child. When you have a child that is 18, 19, and did not really want to go straight into college yet, and they have a job, I think the best thing to do is start setting boundaries for that child, as far as, okay, well, maybe you need to start helping around the house since you're not going out to the real world yet. And I think, too, a stigma is a lot of people will say, well, you got to get out of my house when you turn 18. You have to either go to the military, or you have to get out of my house, or you have to go to college. But realistically, some of our children are not ready to go out into the real world. They wouldn't make it. They wouldn't go out and be successful on the first run without maybe more training. And don't look at your child as, failures because they're not going off to college, really fast. And I had to learn this myself in dealing with a teenage daughter. Everybody goes on different paces in life, and you might be very successful, go off 18 years old, get accepted to colleges, go off and do great work, dean's list, never been on drugs, just be really successful. But everybody doesn't really have that drive when they first get into the real world. It's scary out there, especially if you don't know what you're doing, or you might not have the support system. Do you remember in college? I don't know if your college did this, but we went to freshman orientation. They said, look to your left, look to your right. The person to your left might not be here in 4 years. So, needless to say is, don't rush your child into the real world if they're not ready. You want to make sure that they get all the things as far as skills, strategies, and tips that they need to be successful. So when they do go out into the real world, they won't come back home. That's the main goal, is not coming back home. But you want to make sure that they know how to budget, they know how to be self-sufficient, and they have encouragement, and also to character to be successful when they do go into the real world. This world is so big, and it's so filled with a whole bunch of demons and devils and evil out there, so you want to definitely equip your child to be very successful. So, my suggestion to parents, is don't try to kick them out too quick, but do set boundaries for them. For instance, if they stay, give them a timeline to stay. Say, well, I'll help you get your stuff together in a year and a half, 6 months, 8 months, whatever you feel like will be equipped for your child to be successful. Set those boundaries for them. Also, start making them help around the house. Helping around the house builds character, and it also shows them some kind of responsibility. Even if they just have to take out the trash every Monday, or pay the trash bill, which is only $31 a month, or pay a water bill, or pick up their siblings if they have any. Find something that will be just for them to do to build some kind of character and responsibility. The next thing is to try to save money for them. Work on colleges, trade schools. If their goal is just to get an apartment and just work a regular job, that's okay. Everybody's not made for college. Everybody's not made to be a doctor, lawyer, physician, a therapist, you know. But I know as parents, we want high hopes for our children. So keep encouraging them. But if they're just okay working a job and just moving out into the city and getting an apartment, just equip them. Start saving. Help if you can financially, but help them save their money. Show them a budget. Show them that life is not as easy as it looks. You know, most teenagers think, oh, you know, I didn't know a gallon of milk was $3.58. Yeah. I didn't know the electricity bill was $230. Yeah. But I only make $500 a month. Well, baby, you can't afford it. So you have to be very realistic with your children to let them know that finances is something really big. And without finances, no romance, and you sure cannot live on your own. So definitely set boundaries and set budgets for them and let them know that life is pretty hard out there without a great job and education to back them up. The last tip is basically just be encouraging. Make sure that they are doing positive things. Make sure, you know, that they're not hanging around the wrong crowd or getting in cars with strange people that might have drugs or, you know, get into trouble that can lead, you know, lead them into bad situations like jail. And also, just encourage them. Tell them they're doing a good job when they are doing a good job. Encouraging them and praising your child, no matter what age, is a positive thing. If you have any more questions or concerns, you can email me at deniseyoung.lifeskillscoach@gmail.com, Twitter me at Denise L Media, or Facebook me at Denise L Britton, Britton -Young. I hope that these tips helped, and I hope that this will encourage somebody. Have a great day.